If your Virnig angle broom isn't sweeping as effectively as it should, the wafers may need to be replaced. You can verify this by measuring the bristles. We recommend replacing wafers when the bristles are 3 inches long or you're not getting the clean sweep you desire. To replace all of the wafers on your Virnig angle broom, use one of these 8 wafer replacement packs. Some customers will ask us, did I get enough wafers? Sometimes they get compacted in shipping, so it looks like there aren't enough. Before starting, count the wafers and make sure the quantity matches what is supposed to come from Virnig. Here's what you'll need to replace the wafers. Here are the steps to replace the wafers. First, loosen the 2 set screws on the bearing using a 3/16 inch Allen wrench. Remove the 4 nuts using the drill with 3/4 inch socket and remove the bearing mount plate. On the opposite side, remove the 4 nuts and remove the hydraulic motor assembly. Here's a quick tip: use a flathead screwdriver to help pry the motor assembly plate away from the broom frame. Now roll or pull the core out from the broom frame. Remove the retaining plate nuts from the end of the core using the drill with a 9/16 inch socket. Lift the core to stand it up on one end. Now you can remove the old wafers. If needed, use a ladder to help reach the first wafers. Inspect the dry bars for indentations or excessive wear. Replace or repair the core if damage is present. Slide the first wafer onto the core, making sure the wafer pins are on each side of the core bar. Then slide the next wafer onto the core with the wafer pins rotated 180 degrees from the pins on the first wafer. Make sure there is a gap between each wafer. If they're tight like this, then it's incorrect and the wafer must be flipped over the other way. Please note, if using a mix of poly and wire wafers, always start with a poly wafer first, then alternate between poly and wire wafers. The last wafer should also be poly. When the last wafer is installed, there may be about a 6-inch gap at the top. Don't be alarmed. This is normal and the wafers will spread out during use. Refer to the owner's manual or the beginning of this video to ensure you have the correct quantity of wafers installed. Lay the core on the ground and reinstall the retaining plate. When handling the core, try to not use the wafers to move the core since it may cause premature damage. Lift the broom about 4 inches off the ground with a loader or a lifting device to help get the core back into the broom frame. Make sure the drum engagement plate goes through the square hole in the broom frame. Before reinstalling the motor, use a 9/16 inch wrench and remove the 3/8 inch bolt holding the drive adapter on the motor. Then apply a thin layer of grease to the splines of the motor. Reinstall the drive adapter to the motor. Reinstall the hydraulic motor assembly and secure with nuts. Reinstall the bearing mount plate with bearing into core and secure with nuts. Tighten the 2 set screws on the bearing using a 3/16 inch Allen wrench. Ensure the wafers are secure and rotate freely. Now that you've installed new wafers, you're ready to sweep cleanly. If you experience any difficulty, reach out to a Virnig dealer or our customer service team for help. Click on the subscribe button to be notified whenever we post new content.